Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. So, as you see, I finally got my modretro chromatic kit. Finally came in. I ordered this thing, back when I got my power core, and I've had the power core for quite a while now. They're on back order. They're going to take a while if you order one. I don't know when they're going to get caught up, but just randomly got an email that it was shipped, got excited. Here it is. And to start off, this package is a hell of a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, when I pulled it out the box, I was like, wow. I mean, there's a controller. Look at that. It is big in comparison. So these are like 15 bucks to mod out your chromatic the way you want. Honestly, if this kit existed during the original run, I probably would have picked up like a green chromatic or a blue one. I didn't pick up the green one because I didn't like the buttons. The blue one, I didn't like the buttons. But I liked everything else. And I still don't like the buttons on the green or blue. But with this kit, I could get them and change it out. So we're going to change out the buttons on my GameStop first edition chromatic. And I'm thinking we're going to go with the red ones. I mean, we already got the white. Black wouldn't be bad. Not really feeling the clear for something like this. The black would match it, but I'm going to save that for a color that I can't match up buttons with. It would have been nice to see green and blue buttons in here too, but I think I'm going to go with those red ones. They get closer to matching that stripe. So in the kit, you get all these buttons. You get extra D-pads, membranes. You get a bunch of random other shit, stickers, tools to open your chromatic, and that looks like, yep, there it is. That's the little sensor cover right there. Now, if you have a first edition chromatic, you know all of them had this little cover right here was scratched to shit right out the box. Mine is the same way. So I'm excited to replace this little cover with that cover and actually have a good looking one. Mine looks like it's already like slipping out. No, it's fine. Okay. Anyway, so the other membranes and stuff, you're supposed to get softer membranes, taller D-pad. Let's see, D-pad membrane soft, so it's quieter, dampened, button action, standard gray, which is going to be your stock tactile button. So that's going to be your soft one. That's going to be your standard one. See, soft once again. So the black ones are the soft, dampened ones. The gray ones are the standard. So it's kind of nice that they put two sets in here of these. That's kind of nice. Unless those can't be for those two. Oh, maybe they are. I'm betting that's A, B, and start and select. So not as badass as I was thinking. What else do we got here? So number 6 is the menu button. Oh, okay, that's what that is. That replaces your menu button. I don't need that. IR window, and then on and off switch. So okay, so you get an IR window and an on and off switch. This is what I was excited about, and I figured that was on and off. I don't need to replace any of those. What the hell are... No, those are just for start and select. So these are just start and select replacements. The actual buttons, I guess. Okay, then up here, if you look, D-pad, you get the extended D-pad, longer roll and post height. Then you get the standard one, shorter roll and post height. I'm looking at them. Guessing they should be marked. Alright, anyway, maybe we'll swap to the extended D-pad. Let's try it. Because there were some people complaining about buttons, comfort, noise, things like that. I'm not sure what the hell. Oh, it's got to be. Okay, I know what that is. I was trying to figure out what this was. But I think I know what this is. Yeah, little topper for your screwdriver. So if you were looking at the kit going, what the hell is that for? That's what that's for, so you can have a little grip. That's kind of a nice addition. I mean, realistically, you could just put it all together, but that is fine. All right, let's get out our bright red buttons. Number one. Stab myself with a screwdriver. Number two. All right. Now D-pad. What do we say we're going to go with? We're going to go with the quieter. So we want the black one. Black ones are the quieter ones. Yep, okay. We're going with all the black D-pads and stuff. Okay, that opened up a little bit easier. There's our D-pad. Okay, and then we'll get this out. Now, I'm not going to swap out the start and select membrane or buttons because really these look identical, and if they're identical, then on the next chromatic or on a different chromatic, if I need to quiet the A and B buttons, I can just use that. Considering how little you're actually going to use start and select. I mean, when you're in the middle of a game, it's all D-pad and A and B. So, alright, now D-pad time. I can't tell which one is the standard height and which one is the extended one. Sorry, I don't mean to hit the camera. I'm thinking this is the extended. I mean, it shows a diagram here. Okay, I feel like this is the extended. There's like no marking on any of it. Oh, the hell with it. Let's get them both out. Get out. Okay. Did I get everything I need? Oh no, I'm going to do the IR window. And the things at the bottom are kind of a bitch to get out. Okay, IR window. Alright, toss that aside. Okay, on the back of these, where you can't see them, you see that one has a little L on it? Yep. Okay, the L is your extended. I said this one, there it is, there's the S. Okay, so that's the standard. So they're sitting in there like this, and I know it's for show, but not, from there it's hard to tell which one's which. So you got to take them both out. Now I don't remember which one of these was on top or bottom. I'm pretty sure the extended was on top for those of you who don't want to open everything. Let's come here. Okay. And here's a IR window from a Game Boy Color. IR window for the Chromatic, Game Boy Color. Actually, let's repurpose this little case. Bingo. Thank you, funny playing. All right. Okay, so let's get going on this. Move my membranes over here. IR window over here. And if you guys have watched my older videos, you are very aware that I always seem to like stumble through this process. So let's take everything out. Got tri-wing all over. Okay. Sorry about the close-up on my arm. It just didn't. Ooh, okay, that fully snaps in if you press it. Awesome. I was about to go get my iFixit kit out. Let's go to the top left. Top right. Sorry, I just get lost in what I'm doing. I don't pay attention to where I'm at with the camera. So I do a lot of stuff off camera by accident. Bottom left. Way longer. See, I keep stopping because I think it's done. But it has just a couple more threads. Bottom right. Flip that up. Alright. Now we got that done. Does that pull apart the case? I know there's tri-wing screws. There we go. Case opened up. Ooh, look how pretty she is. Let's set the back of the case over here. Alright, so I'm getting myself a close-up so I can see, but it looks like, okay, there's our menu button. Okay, there's a tri-wing there. Oh, okay, I'm guessing it's just the ones in the board, or in the little kit here. Let's see how long these are for the battery compartment. I'm holding the menu button with my thumb because it feels like it might pop out. All right. Battery compartment middle. Battery compartment bottom left. Battery compartment bottom right. Okay, there's nothing really under it. Oh, that lifts out really easy. Oh, there goes the menu button. Okay. Pull a little clip for the battery compartment. I don't know that you need to do that. Okay. And then looks like we have one screw, bottom right, pinning it in. I set you down here. Is that all of it? Oh, yes it is. I don't want to remove the screen, but there we go. Alright, I'm not doing start and select. So we're going to start by removing that. Taking that out. Put you into place. Membrane time. Oh. I don't want the board to get too far away because it's still attached to the screen. And I don't want the ribbon cable to get messed up, but I don't feel like taking it off either. There's that. Oh, come on, don't slip. Okay. Old A and B buttons. It is recommended to probably go ahead and remove the screen, or take the ribbon cable off. But I'm being stupid and could cause some serious problems by not taking it off. Alright. You know what? I was going to do a button test before I did this. Okay, buttons are in. Is that supposed to just slide out? It looks like it's supposed to just slide out. You know what? I'm just going to skip that R window for now. Especially while I'm using the chromatic all the time. Alright, angle it down and get everything in place, because you want the 3.5 jack into Type C, so you got to slip those in. Alright, once you have everything in, ooh, that D-pad feels different. Okay. Let's put the bottom right screw back in. This is where the issues with my hands come into play. I don't like setting it down on the buttons that I just replaced, but there we go. Let's pick her back up. And when you're tightening these screws, I'm only going to go just tight. Do not over crank these down. So just when it stops, stop. Okay. Let's get this back into play. See if I got it backwards. I don't think no, there's no way I can get that backwards, right? No. But the way that's laid out, there's only one possible outcome, and that's that sitting like that. Okay. So let's do, where you at? Battery. Let's get you back into place. Let's plug you in first. Don't press too hard on it, but just make sure it's in there. Okay. If it's not in there, it actually probably won't be that bad to, it's not that bad to take the back shell off. I mean, 4 screws to get the back shell off is kind of nice. If you've worked on a Game Boy Color, it's like 6 or 8 or 10 screws. Alright. Sorry, this is going to fight me a little bit because this is slightly it's magnetized, but not as strong as I would want it to be if it was like mine. So if you've ever used an iFixit kit, it's not as magnetized as that. So let's get that in. Okay. I don't know why. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to stick it in with my hand and then put this over it, and it's going to pop out. Nope. Okay. Now, while I'm doing this, I am less worried about the camera and the angles and more worried about making sure I don't damage anything on the handheld. So if I get off to the side or pull it away from the camera, it is what it is. To hell with the video. I don't feel like damaging anything, right? Alright. Remember, like I said, just get those just tight enough. I feel like that's all flared out. That might sit in a little bump out for the battery. Alright. Menu button in place. Everything in place. Let's see. Old membrane. Old D-pad, old membrane, old buttons. I didn't swap out the IR window. It was really in there, and since I didn't remove the screen, since I didn't pull this out, I didn't want to fight the window. I mean, I can right here, I guess. It doesn't look like it's really held into place at this point. Man, it's wedged in there good. And I don't feel like prying on it, so we're going to skip it. Okay, I want to make sure. I want to make sure when I put this back in. Okay. I want to make sure that that cable that was coming up from the little battery connector, I want to make sure I wasn't pinching that in anything. Bottom right. You shouldn't get the case screws confused. At all, considering the bottom two are very, very long and the top two are very short. But if you ever worked on a Game Boy Color, you know getting the wrong screw in the wrong place is a mistake you won't soon forget. One of the first Game Boy, the first SP I did. New shell, new screen, new buttons. It was going to be one that I was going to keep for my own collection because it was the first one I did. Super excited to do it. Awesome little two-tone color scheme I had going for myself. I was putting the final screw in the battery compartment or next to it or whatever, I can't remember. And I'm tightening the screw and I'm like, man, this screw looks a little too long. And then I'm still tightening. I'm like, man, that screw had to have gone too far. And I flipped the SP over, and right next to like the start select, like D-pad area, there's a bump forming, a bubble, because the screw was going through it. And since I wanted it for my collection, it kind of pissed me off, so I ended up selling it. And I gave the guy a $20 discount for that little bump. Luckily, I noticed it before I went too far, though. My menu button feels weird. Well, let's see. Let's get the power cord back in it. Come on. Get in there. Get in there, power cord. Nothing's rattling. Man, it's supposed to dampen it. That didn't dampen shit. I put the black one in, right? The softer, quieter, dampened one is the black membrane. That didn't dampen a fucking thing. The D-pad is definitely... Thanks, camera. Just start doing your little sideways thing, you piece of shit. Yep, it's just going to start doing that now. Anyway. The D-pad does feel a little quieter. Feels a little different. But those are still loud as shit. Oh my god. Come on, camera. Bad camera. Oh my god, I slapped it and it stopped. Yeah, that's what you like. You like a little abuse, huh? You want daddy to hit you a little bit. I see how you... Okay, oh, alright, sorry. Let's grab a game. I have finished Wicked Plague. So, I don't have that with me. See if anything explodes. Oh, there we go. Buttons look like they're working. My menu button works. It just, now if you need slapped again, camera, stop it. Stop it. My menu button works, but it feels a little off. It feels kind of shallow, like it's not sitting right. So after the video, I'll tear this back apart and fix that. But it's going to be nothing major, everybody. It's just probably how I positioned it, or I got something messed up in there. But let's see. Sorry, I'm having to hold my camera. I'm going to slap the camera. Everybody, sorry about that. I'm going to slap the camera. Back camera. Shit off. You going to stop? No? Nope. Don't flip off to me. Knock that shaking shit off. Alright? You ain't got no Parkinson's or seizures or none of that bullshit. Stop. Alright. So, I'm getting a feel for the D-pad. Okay, the D-pad is nicer. That longer D-pad is really nice. Holy shit. Oh, look at that roll on it. Get him, little Link. Look at the roll. Oh, I know you guys are like, what is he talking about? Talking about how the D-pad pivots and rolls on that post. Feels really nice. That D-pad is a big upgrade. Holy shit. Okay. I'm feeling that. That is awesome. That's worth it. I like having the red buttons now compared to the white. I know this has a white stripe and the white matches all this. But I feel like having the white right next to each other fucks up the whole two-tone thing. So I had to go with the red. The red looking clean on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, make sure my volume is still working fine. Yep. Doing good, looking good. I may end up sliding that damn thing off later. I don't know. I don't want to because this is the chromatic I'm actually using. And I just caused my camera to do that. Hold on. I gotta get back to disciplining my camera. Knock that shit off. Knock that off. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Ah, fuck it. We're at the end of the video anyway. So, like I was saying, I like the color. That D-pad, big upgrade, okay? You'll feel it. That is an amazing D-pad now. Holy shit. It feels nice. Now back to the IR window, because now I just remembered what I was talking about. I want to replace it. I want this to look nice and clean. But this is the chromatic I'm going to use a bunch. So I'm worried I'm going to put in the new IR window here and just scratch the ever-living shit out of it. And then I'll be in the same boat. So if I go to turn this into a display handheld where I'm not going to use it as much, I'll swap out the IR window, I think. But since I pack this around and carry it with me all the time, I might as well leave the scratched up IR window on there. You know, if I ever go to do anything else with it, I'll swap that out. That's not going to bug me because I don't ever really look at it, except when I do. But that D-pad makes this whole kit worth it alone, okay? That 15 bucks for this extended D-pad is so worth it. So if you're having issues with the chromatic D-pad, if you feel like it's uncomfortable or just not quite right, get this mod kit. It's going to suck to wait for it, but that D-pad is awesome. I feel like I can play on this just all day, and I don't even have problems with the chromatic with my hands. I can play on it already, but that D-pad is far superior. This is the one that should have came on it. Button-wise, I love these buttons. I mean, exact same quality you got with the stock buttons. They look good. You see how easy the replacement was, right? I mean, the whole inside, the whole backside of the front panel is perfectly designed so you can't really mess it up. It's got spots for everything and everything fits together. Honestly, a better design than the Game Boy Color, but they've also had how many years to improve on that, right? So it's not a fair fight. But the Game Boy Color just had post and you kind of slide it over and it's almost the same, but not quite because shit can slip around, whereas this was almost perfect. So, and after replacing the buttons, they feel the same, but they are not quieter. That's the dampened membrane and D-pad, or membrane, sorry. And I mean, still sounds like the start and select buttons, which I didn't swap out. That's, yeah. So, this, don't buy this to quiet down your chromatic at all. That's not going to work. The D-pad does sound a little quieter, but it feels just so much better. I can't get over how good that is. I just can't get over how good that is. That is a great D-pad now. I mean, the stock one isn't bad, but that is... I want to buy another Chromatic Mod Kit just to have a backup D-pad like this. So, if you have a kit and you didn't swap out your D-pad and you haven't tried this D-pad, crack this shit back open, try the D-pad. So, to summarize this, you see how quick this swap was. Doesn't take long. This did not quiet my chromatic at all. That wasn't the intention of buying it. I honestly bought this for the buttons, just so I can put whatever color buttons I want on whatever chromatic I have. The whole reason, okay? If you're buying it for that reason, get it, okay? Because all these different color options are great, especially if you plan on collecting more than one chromatic. If you have any other problems with your chromatic, obviously you have replacements for a bunch of shit. You get a nice little cheapy screwdriver. Do not buy this to quiet it down. Doesn't work. Okay, you can hear it on mine. I mean, it's very audible. So if you just want it for the buttons, it's worth it. That D-pad's a bonus. If you want it for the D-pad, the buttons are a bonus. It doesn't matter how that kind of worked out. This kit's worth the $15 they sell it for. So I fully approve on getting this kit. Yeah, if you have a chromatic and you want to make that, just trust me, okay? Trust me with $15 and get it for this D-pad. Okay? To hell with the buttons. Get it for this D-pad. If you have a chromatic, you love the color scheme, so you're not interested in the mod kit, take out 15 bucks. Trust me. And when you do, and when you get it, and when you try it, hit the comments and tell me I was right. Okay? If I was wrong, I don't want to hear about that shit. Just tell me I'm right, you know. I'm a boost of ego, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that D-pad is just, it's night and day difference. I didn't realize, like, this makes me feel like the stock D-pad is shit, and I didn't think it was. That it's crazy. Like, now I look back on this thinking, okay, that's a piece of shit. This is amazing. So, you guys should really, really try it. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. So tell me what you think in the comments about the kit. I would say, do you think it's worth 15 bucks? But I don't even need your opinion on that. I fucking know it's worth 15 bucks. There's a lot of value in that kit. If you have a kit, tell me how it went. Did you try the extended D-pad? If you did, Tell me what you think. If it quieted down your chromatic, go ahead and lie to us and hit the comments and say that your chromatic's a lot quieter now, because you're definitely lying. Because yeah, it didn't quiet a damn thing down. So luckily that doesn't bother me. So all right, guys, this should be my last actual video for the week. Going on vacation, kicking it with my little guy for his birthday. What? So once again, guys, hit the comments. Say happy birthday to my youngest son, Gray. Gray. Tell him happy birthday. Any comments saying happy birthday to my little guy, I will show him, and I promise you will make that little dude's day. He will love it. Gray, if you're watching, buddy, happy birthday. Also, your mom told you to stay off YouTube. Why are you watching? Don't worry, I won't tell her. She doesn't watch my videos, but I know you do, and so does my daughter and my other son. So you guys don't tell on them. Anyway, I do have a video I recorded yesterday because I bought a DS really cheap, or a DS LL really cheap, and was worried something was wrong with it, and it turned out to be like 98% perfect. I got too busy yesterday, didn't upload it, so I will probably upload that one like tomorrow. And even though it'll be Thursday, you're gonna hear me be like, oh hey, good morning, happy Tuesday. But that's just because I had it stockpiled. So all right, guys, I will see you when I get back. If I post a video that's not my DS LL XL video, it's because I found something, got something that was super exciting, and I just had to share it with everybody. In that case, I'll probably be shooting from my home office, and things will look different. My home office normally looks a lot cleaner on camera, but in person, it's a fucking nightmare. So, all right, guys, I'll see you when I get back from vacation. Hit me up in the comments.